Admiral Vexthar stood before the Galactic Council, her three eyes fixed on the recovered data crystals floating in stasis fields. 47 black boxes, 47 ships, all that remained of the Grand Armada that had entered the Sol system 6 cycles ago. "Play the recordings," Counselor Thrin commanded, his crystalline form refracting the chamber's light into anxious patterns. The first recording began with the confident voice of Fleet Commander Zalkith. "Day 1. We have entered human space. Their primitive world lies undefended. 3 planets, 1 habitable. Initial scans show curious, no orbital defense platforms, no fleet formations, just silence." Vexthar had heard these recordings 17 times. Each playback carved the horror deeper into her consciousness. Day 2. We have sent the standard surrender demand. The humans responded with what our linguists believe is laughter. They've transmitted coordinates and a message. If you want Earth, come and take it. The arrogance of these creatures is astounding. We advance. The council chamber remained silent as the recording continued. Day 3. Something is wrong. Our forward scouts have vanished. No distress calls. No debris. They simply stopped transmitting. We've detected unusual gravitational fluctuations near their 4th planet. Proceeding with caution. Counselor Thrin leaned forward. This is where it begins. Day 4. We've lost 30% of our fleet. They came from everywhere. From asteroids, from gas giant storms, from the sun itself, ships we never detected, weapons we never imagined. One vessel, they called it a destroyer, laughable, emerged from within Saturn's rings and disabled 6 of our cruisers before we could fire a shot. How did we not see them? The commander's voice had lost its certainty, replaced by something the galaxy hadn't heard from the sovereignty in 1,000 years. Fear. Day 5. They don't fight like any species we've encountered. There's no honor, no formation, no predictable pattern. They strike from impossible angles. One ship will draw our fire while others attack from directions that should be physically impossible. They're using the star's gravity to slingshot around our formations. They're hiding in planetary shadows. They've weaponized space debris. Admiral Vexthar watched the council members shift uncomfortably. The sovereignty had conquered 47 worlds. They had never faced defeat. Day 6. First contact with their flagship. They call it indomitable. Our translation algorithm struggled with that word. It means impossible to defeat or discourage. The hubris. We outnumber them 5-1, but they're not running. Why aren't they running? The recording crackled. Vexthar knew what came next. Day 7. We've lost half the fleet. The humans. They don't retreat ever. We destroyed one of their vessels, the Valiant. We watched the crew evacuate. Then we watched in horror as they remote-piloted the burning wreck directly into our command carrier. It detonated their reactor on impact. 3,000 souls lost because these humans wouldn't accept defeat even in death. Day 8. I understand now why the old galactic records warned of Sul. The humans fight with something we've calculated out of our species centuries ago. Desperation married to hope. They genuinely believe they can win. More terrifying. They're willing to sacrifice everything for a chance. We target their ships. They sacrifice them as decoys. We breach their hulls. They vent entire sections into space to trap our boarding parties. We destroy their engines. They use their final moments to crash into us. The commander's voice broke. They're singing. In the middle of battle, while dying, while burning, they're singing. Our psychologists can't explain it. Their final transmissions aren't pleas for mercy. They're messages to each other. Hold the line. Remember Earth. Make them pay for every meter. What kind of species sings while they burn? Day 9. We've reached Earth's moon. 78 ships remain from our original 200. The humans have 17 vessels left. By all military doctrine, they should surrender. Instead, they've formed a defensive sphere around their homeworld. We intercepted a transmission from their commander. We die here or we die on Earth. Either way, we die free. What are we fighting? The recording jumped, corrupted by weapon impacts. Day 10. Final entry. We've won. Pyrrhic, costly, but we've won. 8 ships remain. Earth's fleet is destroyed. We're preparing orbital bombardment when, wait, what are those launches? Thousands of them. From the planet. Dear gods, they're everywhere. Small craft, civilian vessels, cargo ships converted to fighters. They've armed their entire population. Children are piloting alongside veterans. They've turned their planet into a weapon. Static filled the chamber. They're not attacking to win. They're attacking so we can't land, so we can't occupy, so we can't claim their world intact. They'd rather die free than live conquered. We're out of ammunition. Life support is failing. Retreat is impossible. The humans are still coming. A long pause. To whoever finds this, do not go to Saul. These humans, they're not like us. They've kept something we bred out millennia ago. They'd rather burn their own world than see it taken. They'd rather die as a species than kneel. We thought we were teaching them their place in the galaxy. Instead, they taught us why empty space around Saul remained empty for so long. They're not the strongest, not the smartest, not the most advanced. But they're the only species insane enough to fight a battle they know they can't win. The recording ended with screaming and the sound of hull breaches. Admiral Vexthar deactivated the crystal. 47 black boxes recovered from Saul's Kuiper belt. Every recording ends the same way. The Grand Armada ceased to exist, as did Earth's defensive fleet. Both sides fought to extinction. Counselor Thrin's form flickered uncertainly. And the humans on Earth? Survive, rebuilding, already launching new vessels. They've sent a message. Vexthar projected the transmission. You sent a fleet. We returned your black boxes. Next time we'll return nothing. Sol is closed. Forever. The council sat in silence, staring at the 47 crystals floating before them. Vexithar had a recommendation ready, one that would change galactic policy for the next 1,000 years. We classify Sol as a no-contact zone. Category X, species too dangerous to engage, not because they're powerful, but because they refuse to accept that they're not. The motion passed unanimously. In the depths of space, humanity rebuilt, unaware that they'd just earned something no other species possessed. The galaxy's fear and its respect. They'd lost everything in those 10 days, but they'd kept their freedom. For humanity, that was the only victory that mattered.